Hi everyone. Can everybody hear me okay? Yep. Can you see me okay? Welcome to Leslie Ray's Crafty Gig. I am, hi Vicki, glad you made it. I'm showing you my new Christmas present. Aren't they pretty? Hi Carrie. These are, Derwent Inktense pencils. I'm very excited about them. I got them for Christmas from my parents. And I've used them a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Definitely have to learn some more tricks with them and stuff. So, I might do some light coloring or something with them on what I'm working on tonight. But I just wanted to show you. You got the set of 24. This is the set of 36. So I'm pretty excited. But let's see if I can get these in here without causing too much of a ruckus. I've been kind of quiet on streaming and stuff while school is out and the kids are away and all that. I just slid these off the back here. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can reach them before they tumble further. There we go. Hi, Joy. I'm glad you could join us tonight. So, I hope everybody had a perfect holiday and is getting ready for the new year. It's been kind of chilly here. We've had a lot of cold weather coming and going, and it's supposed to be pretty cold tonight, and then it'll be like high in the 50s some this weekend maybe. Won't be too bad. Mom and Dad got ice and snow up in the Metroplex, but we just got fluffy snow that didn't last, and some nice fun cooler weather, and some rain and some ice. But it's just been kind of cold. 5.5 inches. Yes, well, Vicki, that's because you live somewhere else. Is anyone else having trouble understanding what I am saying? Cheryl would like to know. I don't think so. I was making noise. You might have heard that. But I had gotten this packing paper from one of the brochure companies. And the reason I saved it was because it's white. Normally our packing paper is very brown, which I like the brown. I love the craft brown. I always keep the craft brown. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Dee Dee. But this was white. It wasn't like that off gray white color. It was white, and I really, really wanted it. And so I brought home a box of it. And my cat also decided she wanted it. And so she started sleeping in my box. And so I have reclaimed at least a piece of it. So hopefully she won't mind. But what I want to do is take my my new journal that I'm going to use for this year. And I got a bunch of these in the mail. If you want the link to get your own, I can get you your own. I can send you the link. As you can see, someone's already grabbed it for me and started writing in it. So, and that's okay. I have someone that helps. Apparently, she really liked the picture of the cheetah. because she drew an arrow to it. But that's okay. I'm cool with that. Half of this is about her anyway, and apparently she had issues with this page as well. And I may or may not leave that there. But since it is a book to be altered, we're going to alter it, okay? This here is just, it's a wonderful book. I think I talked a bunch about it last year. I'll talk about it a little bit this year. It's made by a company, and they do the New Leaf paper. And so this is all 100% recyclable, lots of wonderful, yummy benefits, great paper. And it's not too super thin. It's a great weight for making into a journal or whatever. So I really like it. Last year I did quite a bit of work in mine, and then I kind of tapered off because things got a little crazy. And I think part of the reason I tapered off is because I didn't give it a cover and a title. I kept thinking I'll wait till the end to do that. And I think what that ended up doing for me is giving me a mental break from liking. Well, I mean, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I did like it. I still like it. But it kind of made me detached, you know? So, I need it to have a cover this year. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use some of my upcycled paper that I have here. And I'm going to give it a cover tonight. I'm going to use some Mod Podge. And because I want to put it on really super thin, I'm going to use a paper towel. Carrie is on vacation in Florida. Yay. New Leaf is a great company, Lisa. I agree. No one wants to vacation in Iowa. Actually, I just sent somebody who's leaving in the morning. He's going to New York for a couple of days. And then he's going to Vermont. And he'll be in Vermont skiing for a couple of days. So, see, I did send somebody to snow. So, do they have places where you could go ski, Vicki, in Iowa? Because if they do, give me some heads up, and I will get on the phone and get some brochures and get some people to ski Iowa. So what I'm doing is, because I want this cover to be my own, I am covering up the cute little panda bear. He's very precious, but he's going to get covered up. And if you remember from last year, this is part of how I get ready to for the new year. I like to have a journal to journal in and kind of keep up with my goals and my thoughts and all of the schedules. And most of my schedule now I can find on my phone with the calendar, but I still like a handheld calendar. I still like to keep up with things in writing. You missed the snow, Carrie? I'm not a big snow fan. I'm okay with it just kind of doing its thing and me staying inside and looking at it because it's pretty to look at. But I really don't want to live where it snows. The goal is to smooth out the wrinkles? No, the goal is to smooth out the glue. I don't mind the wrinkles. The wrinkles make me happy. Hi, Tristan. I live in Texas, Dee Dee. Wow. Yeah, I purposely, here you can kind of see closer, I purposely wrinkled it. And right now you can kind of see the residual of the paper, and that's okay too. I like it kind of chunky. That's on purpose. So, it might snow. Usually where I live, our snow month is like January, February. We get snow then. And so we usually have days set aside in school for potential snow days. And if those don't get used, like last year, they didn't get used, so we got them. No, we didn't get snow down here, Dee Dee. It snowed, but it didn't stick. It just kind of had flakes in the air. That's all it did. Oh, well, that's very cool. I like making connections. Connections are always cool. You miss full moon cross country skiing? Oh, I bet that's fun. We have had the most gorgeous full moon. It's that bleak winter sky where it's just so cold and crisp outside, and then you look up and you see the moon, and it's got just that little bit of haze, and the whole world is just kind of a tan beige kind of color. It's a really cool feeling when you look outside. I didn't have my good camera with me last night, or I would have captured a really cool picture, and I didn't think about it tonight. But, just before the sun actually goes down. Yes, the full moon does bring out all the crazies. As a matter of fact, it does. That's part of working with the public, though, Amanda, is you get the crazies, too. I am going to, there will be some stamping, and there will be some doodling. There will be a little bit of everything. And then the cover will grow, but it'll be kind of a base cover. Last year, I kind of painted on it and said, okay, that's good. I didn't even give it a name. I didn't even say, Leslie Ray's Journal. I didn't even put a year on it. And like I said, I think that made me be a little more disjointed from it than I wanted to be. And I want it to be more personal like it has been in the past for me. So. The crazies. Yes, Tristan. I live in a college town, and we have crazies all the time. Right now, the crazies are on break. But yes, our college town. I think my husband told me the population grows about 10,000 when college is in. It's pretty substantial. So right now it's kind of quiet because a lot of people travel in our community during the summer or during the break, and so it's kind of quiet because there's lots of people out of town. They'll be back after the 1st, though, and then when school starts back, there'll be even more. You were just a little crazy. I can remember some pretty significant craziness, especially when I went to North Texas. That was pretty insane. And I was working on my master's degree, not so much, but definitely when I was working on my undergraduate degree, it was pretty fun, pretty entertaining being in college. But I mean, that's part of it, You're expected to be a little silly. And see, now you could go to see Amanda. All the crazy people. And look for pirates. Amanda, are there pirates on your tour tonight? Yes, we need to make a journal for things the customers say to us. Sometimes those things get on my Facebook. Because fortunately, most of those people I'm not, like, friends with on Facebook. Although, probably the thing that can't be topped, I think I told you this one time. We were sitting there, and this lady came in, and oh, she was crazy as a Betsy bug. Oh, yeah, a journal that people run into me. That would be fun. Could be scary. She was crazy. She was just cutting up, silly, having a good time, talking about her trip and stuff. It was a mother and a daughter, and they get up to leave, and Mom is a big woman, and, you know, I'm a big woman. This woman was bigger than me. And she gets up to leave, and she walks kind of slow, and she has a cane, and she gets all the way across my office, turns around, looks at my boss, and asks, "Are my pants stuck in my ass?" I kid you not, that's exactly what she said. And bless Daedra, she just goes, "No, ma'am, they're not." Because my mouth, of course, is agape, because I can't believe that this lady just said this to us in, you know, a public setting. And Daedra's like, "No, ma'am, they're not." And I mean, what do you say? "Yes, ma'am, they're stuck all the way up there, and we can, yeah." You know. Yeah, exactly, Tristan. She couldn't tell. I mean, really? I know when I have a wedgie, I can tell. But, wow. Yeah. So, that's probably the craziest thing somebody's ever said to us while we were just kind of sitting there unsuspecting, you know, waiting to help somebody. Right, Lisa? But you could tell, right? They were. That would be kind of like a friend. Like, you would have a code saying, you know, they would say, "Cheeky." And, you know, you would know because your friend said cheeky that they should, you know, check. But no. So. Oh no, Vicky, that's horrible. And you did the right thing, Vicky. Just walk away. Walk away. Oh my goodness. We're in rare form tonight. Sometimes it's best to just walk away because, you know. But I had nowhere to go with that situation. Because, you know, like I said, my mouth was agape. Shocked. So. I was trying to avoid to have stupid things coming out of my mouth. That's why my mouth was agape. It was just like, I don't know the answer to that. So, fortunately, we don't have that many questions. So, but yeah, we've had a lot of people. We had people even today calling, you know, I need to be somewhere on New Year's Eve. And, yeah, just in case you were looking for a plane that left either Austin, Houston, or DFW to go to Las Vegas tomorrow, there isn't one. I am using a paper towel because I don't mind the extra texture that I'm getting. I'm getting a little extra texture on there Lisa, I don't know if you can kind of see it, that comes from as the paper towel breaks down. I like that, but also it's helping me keep as many as possible lumps out from underneath it, because I'm just able to smooth it better, because I always end up smoothing anyway, or, you know, pushing my brush so hard that I'm dragging my brush completely across it, even a sponge brush. I just feel like I have more control. Really, I want to just stick my finger in it and play, but, you know, this is what I'm going to use right now. It's a process. Every once in a while, you'll see me see, I've already got glue under my fingernail. You'll see me stick my finger in there. Yes, Tristan, the brayer does help, but I don't want to clean the glue back off the brayer either. So this is me. Part of it's laziness, I guess you could say, but part of it is, like I said, I'd really like to just stick my finger in there and play with it, but I might need it for something else in a minute. My finger. For other arting. Yeah, I guess we could use parchment paper. There are many ways to do this technique. But see, the parchment paper and the brayer doesn't leave little remnants of paper. And apparently I didn't get glue enough on that. Doesn't leave little remnants of the paper as it breaks down. And that extra little texture makes me happy. But if you wanted it really smooth and didn't want that extra little texture, by all means, don't do that. So. Maybe if my aunt is still in the room, she can tell you about an upcycle project that she is in, starting in January. She did a really cool rock with mosaic on it. And I believe, I'm going to get it wrong, it's like blossoms and blooms or something like that. Joy, if you're still here, maybe tell them the name of the website, because I don't think I actually turned on where we can do links. And now that I have glue on my hands, I'm not going to do that just yet. But look, I will be posting a link on my Leslie Ray fan page for you later, so you can go over there and look at it and give her some love, because she does great mosaics. And it's with a magazine, an online magazine. So, since we're doing an upcycle project, that seemed like something we want to talk about. But tonight, my kidlets are with Mom and Dad in Arlington. So they may or may not pop online. Oh, you're welcome, Joy. Just tell them the name of the online magazine, and I'll be sure to put a link on my fan page so that they can go over there and vote and look what a beautiful project you did. And so that's why they're very quiet, is they're not here. Because you know they would want to be in on the act if they could. Also, doing it this thin with the paper towel, it dries really fast. So when I flip this over, it's not being stuck to the stuff underneath it, which I love. No kids tonight. Yes, I'm hanging with you because I didn't hang with you last weekend. Last weekend, I was busy at my girlfriend's house, celebrating her birthday and celebrating Birds in Bloom magazine. Thank you, Joy. I knew I had that wrong. Celebrating her birthday and her son's birthday, who is my son's best friend, and teaching her how to read a crochet pattern, because while she has mad crazy crafty skills and she can crochet if she just makes it up, she didn't know how to read a pattern, and she was wanting to learn how to do that. And so I taught her how to read a sock monkey pattern. And so she made a sock monkey hat for her and her sister and her younger son, and we've been having lots of fun with the sock monkey hats. So everybody should have sock monkey hats. They're super duper. So, but both of my kids got sock monkey hats for Christmas. Sam's is a non-traditional hat. Hers has a green and purple top, and then the sock monkey is variegated with green and purple and kind of a blue and pink and tan color. And then Sam wanted pink eyes on hers. So, did she make me one? No, she hasn't made me one. But I have all the stuff that I can make my own, so I'm okay with that. Because I have my head here and I can make my own. And I can make it really fast. So, Carrie, I do not know how to knit. That is the one skill that I have not mastered on any level, is knitting. And I had a very good friend who was going to teach me, who knew how to knit and knew how to read patterns. And she was going to teach me one time, and we didn't quite get there. And then she got pretty sick in the hospital, and her son moved her closer to her. So she was in her 80s, so he kind of felt like Mom needed to be up there with him. And so I haven't really gotten into that since. And trying to find me another established knitter to help me. But maybe one day. Because I still want to learn. But I guess part of me is kind of sad about Miss Charlotte not being here to do it. So. Yes. Okay. Joy is in the Birds in Bloom magazine. And like I said, I will, I'll put a link in January when it goes live. But she is one of 12 finalists. And she is from Texas. She's a Texas girl. So I will put a link and share that. I think it's wonderful that she is a great finalist. That makes me very happy. She's one of the reasons that I love to craft, is spending time during the summers and Christmases with her and getting to craft with her. Y'all have heard me talk about my Aunt Joy, so I love that. And it was an upcycling contest, so that makes it even more special because I love to upcycle, and she always did some interesting upcycle things. Before you could buy the clear glass ornaments, when ornaments got old, you could get them cleaned out, get all the color cleaned out and off of them. And she did that, and I can remember popping popcorn kernels in the ornaments in the microwave with her. She's like, "Come here, I want to show you something really cool." And we did that. One of the first Christmas tree recycled card ornaments that I made, with the circle and the triangle. One of the first one of those I ever made, I made with Joy. We recycled a bunch of her a bunch of her Christmas cards that she had saved over the years. And I remember doing that. I think I still have that ornament even. That was a lot of fun. So I owe some of my recycle craftiness to Miss Joy. See, it's leaving these little clobs, and that's okay. I like these little clobs. These little goobers. That's okay. That's in there. One day I need to pick her brain about doing the record books. My cousin Steph used to always be in 4-H and do all the different youth fairs and all that kind of stuff. And I can remember Joy spending hours helping her with these record books. And while Will has done youth fair and has a couple of projects that he does, he doesn't show an animal, but he does other projects. He has never entered a yearbook, and I really want him to do that because I think he could. I think he could do really good at that if he did. So I know, Joy, we need to get together. I think I'm going to be in a better position to come visit and play this year than I have been in the past. So expect a visitor. We'll call and chat about it. Because we got a newer car late this spring. And that was one of the first things I said to Bill is we need to find time to go see Aunt Joy. Not far at all, Vicki, and that's what's so bad is the car we had, we didn't go anywhere. We didn't leave town. And it's been about 6 years. And so we have a better car now, and we can go visit Joy and Alton and the other cousins and spend time. I mean, we see each other occasionally, but not like we used to. We used to spend at least every other month, go down there on a Saturday or a Sunday and hang out and visit and just have a good time. And I've been missing that a lot. I mean, things get really busy with the kids, but you have to make time for things like that. It is my dad's brother and his wife. Joy is his wife. All of my mom's folks live in Mississippi and Tennessee. So they're far away. Farther away than Joy and Alton. Commercials are so loud. Last night I was watching Prima on my phone, and the best part, I couldn't get logged into chat, but the best part was there were no commercials. It was awesome. I was so excited. I was like, yay, no commercials. Because apparently the commercials were loud and numerous last night. Well, bye, Lisa. I'm glad you came by. Have a happy new year. I'll do some more with this later. I think I'm going to make some washi tape with some new stamps I have, and so I'm going to do that later. So here's the front, and it's pretty dry. I can draw on it if I want to. So I'm going to turn this back over, and look, this has neat little, can you see them? Neat little wads of texture here. I'm going to leave that. I like it. It even has my hair in it, so, you know, a little DNA sample. In case I go missing, if you find my book, yeah, a little DNA sample too. The never-ending craft bag. I don't have a never-ending craft bag. I have a never-ending craft house. So, what I want to do is I want to draw myself a square here. Don't want it to be that big. That's about a 4x4 square. And I'm going to leave this margin. I'm going to do other stuff on the margin, but I'm using my favorite tools, my hands. And I'm going to draw this little square. And if you remember last year, I made a number of little white squares in my stuff. Good night, Tristan. Thank you for coming. to do Zentangling in. Well, this one, I don't want to Zentangle on this one. I want to do some numbers. And this will be, let's see, about half of it. About half of it. So we have a 13 here. All right. It is 2013, right, guys? Y'all won't let me, like, write July when it's June again, right? Why 13? Because it's 2013? Yes? Because this is 2012 that we're saying goodbye to? Ah. My 13 has junk in the trunk. That's okay. But I have several new projects in the works for 2013. I think I finally figured out, just moments before I came on, I'm going to try, I've always been enamored by the word of the year, and I really liked Allie's word this year. If you're not familiar with the word of the year, she chooses a word of how her attitude about the year is going to be. How she plans to approach the year. And so this year her word is open. And she likes it because, it can be a noun and a verb and all of this other stuff. So I read about it, and I've been thinking, because every year I keep thinking, I need a word. I need a theme for the year. And every year I think, okay, I keep thinking, and nothing really ever speaks to me as what I would want my word for the year to be. And so thereby I never end up with a word for the year. Yeah, I keep thinking and keep trying and nothing ever says, Leslie Ray, this is your word for the year. And one of the things I did when I took my break in October with all the crap going on is I kind of did some reassessing and thinking about where I was, where I wanted to be, how I was going to get there, And some things I was really proud of what I had accomplished and really good on. Some things I felt I had lost sight of and wanted to change. Some things I decided I didn't want to talk about anymore. I was like, I said I was going to do this. I've been saying I was going to do this, and I didn't do it. And we're not going to discuss it anymore. And so I just kind of thought, well, I lost track of things in October because I was so busy with the other stuff. And so I want to be back on track. And part of being back on track is planning these resolutions, planning these goals. There's been some things that I've watched, and I did better at doing my calendar pages this year. But I slacked off again. I got so far and then I quit. And I don't like that about me. I want to finish. I want to make it finished. And saying that, you would think, completion or finish or just do it or something like that would be my theme for the year. But it's not. What I decided is, because what I've been trying to do also at the same time is grow. And I did see a tremendous amount of growth this year with some of the projects that I did. And I'm very excited about those things. But I want to grow some more. But the problem with the word grow or growth, well, you see where I'm going with the word growth, right? really people, growth, you know. So it kind of makes you think of fungus or, you know, wart or things like that. So I don't want to go with growth. I just don't like growth. Um, and so I thought some more about it again. And I decided the word I like, and I like this word a whole lot, is bloom. Because a bloom can be the beginning of a flower. It's a period of growth, right? There's a bloom. Expansion. Expansion is okay, but it doesn't connote the positivity of it and the openness of it, and it just, expansion seems to, you know, I've eaten too much, I have to expand my pants. And so I wanted something that was more me. And bloom is more me. And bloom has lots of different things that goes with it, and that's why I like it. So I think bloom is actually going to be, yeah, it has a beauty to it. So I like that. And so I think I'm going to go with bloom. I think that's going to be my word for the year. And so you'll see me doing some art projects, maybe some ATCs, mixed media stuff with bloom, where I kind of develop that a little more. Definitely I will have a page in here that has definitions and word art and that kind of stuff, and poems and little quotes that have to do with the word bloom. So, but what I'm going to do is, once again, work on my art journal calendar like I wanted to. And then, if you saw my post today on Facebook, I shared with you one of my arty friends who does a lot of my blog hops with me. And I shared her blog. She does mixed media, she does photography, she does fiber arts and beading. She's phenomenal. I love her work. And I decided that I want to join one of her pet projects. Because I love to bead. And y'all haven't seen much of my beading. I used to bead a lot. That is one of the things my mother-in-law taught me. And I really have missed doing that lately. And I kind of want to reopen that. I want to do it with my kids. But I also want to redo it for myself. Just kind of in honor of her. So I want to do this project where it's a monthly bead project, and all of my things have to be the same size. It's going to have beading on it, but I also get to do some felting with it and that kind of stuff. So it'll be a mixed media, artsy kind of thing. And I'm really excited about it and looking forward to it. So I will be doing a post probably this weekend of my artistic goals and sharing that with everybody. So if you want to play along with me, you can. If you like to do those kinds of things. And you don't have to be any special level of beater to do it either. You can be any level of beater to do this. So that's what I like about it. And the people who do this, oh my gosh, their stuff is just beautiful. Truly beautiful. So but here's the beginning of my 2013. see I've added my letters. All nice and groovy in here. Let's see how well this is going to erase for me. So if you want to follow along with your word of the month, or word of the year, could be a word of the month, couldn't it? Could be a word of the year. You know, share with me, like on my post. My post will be, what are your resolutions? I know Amanda's already kind of discussed what her resolutions are wrapping up to be. Or what she did from last year, I think, is what she did. I don't know if she's settled on this year's yet or not. But, you know, share with me what you've got going on in your comments. I'd love to see what you have to do. And I think I'm going to put a pin board together with some of my goals that I have in mind. Find something that represents that. Because that makes me more accountable if I see it and then everybody else sees it. So, but and then the other thing, if y'all were here last time, you already know that I'm not doing Scrappy Gig in 2013. The reason I was doing it did not have the result that I wanted. The result was that I wanted to get more pages done, and I did not. Part of that is my own fault. I'm not blaming Scrappy Gig. It's just that it did not have the result I wanted. I'm still going to scrapbook. It's not that I'm not going to scrapbook. I'm just not going to scrapbook on Scrappy Gig. Instead, I will still be doing Crafty Gig twice a month. But then, about once a quarter, I'm going to have a kit, and you'll be able to pre-purchase the kit at least a month in advance. And then we will work it together as a group from start to finish. And I've seen a couple of people do this. And also I've had a couple of people, when I'm doing a bigger project, ask, you know, or say, gee, I wish this was a kit. And so that's kind of in response to that. I don't feel like I can do one a month, but I'm going to try one a quarter. And it may be even one every 4 months. So it may be one every third of the year. Okay? And basically what will happen is you can pre-purchase the kit, or you can buy the instructional download and then work along with me. So it'll be that kind of a situation. And I think that will work to the advantage of several people who have been requesting that, and we'll see how it goes. If we do one and it does really well, then we'll do another one and go on and on and on. If we do one or two and it just does not work, then I will reassess and we'll go from there. Sound like a plan, guys? Now, even if you don't have the kit, you can still come and watch and play. You don't have to buy the kit to come play. You just, if you want to make the kit, you have to buy the kit. If that makes any sense. So, anyway, I like my 2013. Y'all like my 2013? I haven't heard from y'all in a while. Let me check on my chat here. See what's going on. Ah, geez. Bloom commercial, sleep aid. Yes, I love felting too, Dee Dee. I haven't added beads to my crochet and carry. Usually what I had done in the past with my beading is to do do a lot of it with leather and stuff, or do peyote beading, which is a type of kind of like, not really bead weaving, but it's a bricklaying kind of process. But that's what I like to do, or those kinds of things. So putting it with my felting is going to be kind of fun. It's going to have kind of a crazy quilt feel to it, I think, kind of, maybe. But kind of also at the same time a picture feel to it. You know how I like to make pictures with my felting. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if it goes the way I want it to go. Put 2012 on the back because 2012 is behind you, and an arrow at the bottom to 2014. Those are interesting suggestions, Vicky. I'm thinking about that, Vicky. I like those. Amanda doesn't have her goals yet. Haha. Well, thank you, Joy. When life allows it. Joy said my 2013 looks very professional. Thank you. I want to play with my new pencils now. Are y'all ready? Y'all want to look at them again? They're really pretty. Look. Oh. And you will say, oh, wow, they're all mixed up. Well, that would be because I dumped them just moments before I came back in here with them. I was carrying them, and I dumped them. And you shouldn't dump the pretty new pencils. Let's see. I want to put some background colors on here. I want to use this one. I want to use this one. These are me. These are very me colors. So let me see here. Yeah, don't dump the pencils. That's not right. It's very rude to mistreat your pencils like that. Okay. All right. I'm going to put some color in the background, I think. Yeah, right. I will put them back together like they should be. Your word should be close. Now, see, I live that word, so I don't want that word on my book. That's just a normal word for me. That's my everyday word, is klutz. So, I was adding in dates to my calendar online for January, and already January is shaping up to be crazy. Basketball for Sam, basketball for Will, and then youth fair, and after youth fair, the shooting sports is going to pick back up because they haven't been able to practice all fall because they've been getting the arena re-roofed and stuff. So, fortunately, with Will being not able to shoot, that hadn't been too bad because nobody has been able to shoot unless they have a private place to do it. So, they haven't been able to shoot with their coaches anyway. So, fortunately for that, that's not going to be that big of an issue with the rest of the group. But he made, I don't know if y'all have friended Will on his fan page. Will has a fan page called Will's Trail to Eagle. And he has been keeping up with, his activities and stuff there. And he made his friend a birthday cake for his birthday. And he iced it. And this was his first real attempt. I mean, he's done some small icing jobs and stuff. Nothing as elaborate as this. And he baked the cake himself, made it camouflage inside and out, and then he iced it as well. Made it look spectacular. I was very proud of the job he did. And so he was practicing because he's going to enter a cake for the youth fair. And so he was thinking that he thought he might want to do that. Yes, please join his page, Vicky. He has, obviously he has his scouting stuff on there, but also he has a lot of just personal things that he's doing and achievements in his life. And so he initially put that together for his popcorn, and it has evolved. So I'm using here, after I put the pencil color down, I'm using this water brush from my mom. Night, Dee Dee. Have a good evening. From my mom's store. And I got most of the red out. I had been doing stuff with red earlier. And I'm just adding some water to these. These are water-soluble pens, or pencils. So, of course, they act just like watercolor when you add water to them. And they're very nice and yummy and rich. Very, very ink tints. So. So, does anybody have any astonishing New Year's plans? Mine are pretty lukewarm. The kids will still be with mom and dad. And Bill has to work. So I will be celebrating by myself. Will you post Will's page on your page? Yes, absolutely, Vicky. I will post Will's page on my page. It's also on my personal page. If you look back to, I think it was like Monday or Tuesday or something like that. Must have been Wednesday. I bet it was Wednesday. There is a picture of cake on my page, and you'd be able to link to it there. Of him and his friend Tam with the cake. So my new year is going to be quiet. So my plan is to get to work started highly on my resolutions. I've already started my list of books I want to read. Been finding some interesting books that have been coming across my computer. Bill works for Walmart. So he has to work, and that's okay. He used to milk cows, and so, strange thing about cows is even though it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's or Easter, they still have to milk. They still produce milk, and they still have to be milked. And so, a long time ago, we kind of got into the mentality of, our holidays are going to be unusual. And, after 20, well, it's been longer than 20 years of this because he milked cows longer than before we were married. And, it's another day. It's not about when you celebrate. It's about being with people you love and, celebrating the little things. So that, he was there for Christmas morning because, of course, they were closed Christmas morning. But there have been Christmases that he had to work. He worked the night shift or he worked the evening milking, and that was just what we did. So, we're used to strange schedules, and that doesn't. We'll celebrate. Bill and I will celebrate the turning of the new year this weekend. We won't. We'll say Happy New Year, of course, but our time together to think about New Year and we'll spend this weekend. So that is just what you do. So yes, we're having a commercial. Yay. I'm going to go in here with a little more color. I kind of like that, but it kind of needs something else. So I'm going to add a little different color here. See if this does what I want it to do. Like I said, I'm still learning. Yeah. Well, a quiet New Year's is wonderful. Last year, New Year's, we spent it with friends because that's the way it fell for us. We were able to go spend New Year's Eve at a friend's house, and the boys went hunting, and then, you know, after hunting was over, New Year's Day Bill had to work, but New Year's Eve we spent it together and celebrated that way. So, you know, when we can, when it falls where he can do stuff like that, we do stuff like that. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Paint 2013 with nail polish. That is a very cool idea. I'll show you my nails in a minute if y'all didn't see them completely. My friend who painted my Prima nails, she did my nails because my regular friend Carrie was not able to be there. She had such a busy schedule just before Christmas, and so Julietta did my nails for me for Christmas this year, and so she did some art nails. So I'll show you my nails here in a minute if you haven't seen them all, because you'll notice very quickly that one of them is different. I know you're serious, Vicki, and I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think what color I would paint them. Right now I would paint them sparkly red, but I may have sparkly red sitting right here. I don't know. We'll see. And see, this may just be a base color. I may come back in and Zentangle in the spaces, you know. But so I'm kind of liking that with the dark around it. Kind of digging that. I don't know that red would totally be the right color to go there. I have to think. But anyway, okay. Oops, I have glue on this one. Hang on. I have to go wash my hands here in a minute. I have glue on this one. Let me see if I can get that off without making a big old mess. You can still kind of see. It's a tree. Without the glue and the paper, apparently. There's a tree there. Some of the snow on the tree is snow on my nail. Some of it is the glue and the wads of paper. And then this is my little snow dude that she made. And then the rest of them are the sparkly, I think it's called ruby slippers or something like that. Let's see. No, this is gold. This is not ruby. It's the red that I had last year. What colors am I using? I am using Derwent Inktense Mauve. That's the purpley color. And Apple Green, which is why it's so appalicious. And where's my pink? The pink is fuchsia. So fuchsia, apple green, and mauve. Or mauve, depending on who you are and how you say that. Let's see. There you go. Ta-da! Do you have any of those colors, Carrie? And now I'm going around the edge with mauve. I'm thinking about the 2013, Vicki. I haven't discounted what you said. I just am not sure yet what I want to do with 2013. The apple ring. The apple green. What else did Mommy get me for crafting? Actually, what I got a lot of, she got me that, and that was a huge gift. So, she got me a notebook to put my unmounted stamps, or not my unmounted stamps, but my cushion mounted stamps that aren't wooden. She got me a notebook for that. It will by all means not even come close to doing it, but I can do like my favorites that I like to carry with me places, and my texture stamps and stuff. It will definitely do that, so I can take off and do stuff with it. Cling stamps, thank you, Vicki. And then my children got me a cute little art bin that has magnetic flaps in it for keeping up with my my thin dies, like my Spellbinders dies and my my Quick Cuts dies and that kind of stuff, and my my Sizzix those skinny dies for that too. So that will be perfect for that. Yeah, well, I have tubs and tubs of cling stamps, but I have, the ones that I always want my ones that have handwriting. I always want certain ones, and that'll be perfect for keeping up with those. Sizzlets. Well, there's different, it's not just the Sizzlets. Sizzlets are normally backed with plastic. These are the other dies. Yeah, this is an art bin one. It's really cute. I will I'll show it to you in a minute. So I got those kinds of things. Santa brought me a couple of emboss folders and some fiber, and that was about it. We spent all of our money on our kids this year. So, giving them a really nice Christmas. So yeah, I have a couple of shelves with different crates of all my old Sizzix dies that I still use. I mean, I've got them sorted into ones that I use more than others and that kind of stuff, but they're in crates on my shelf. And then I have a shoebox full of Sizzlets that I don't have a storage bin for, so I've got to get another storage bin or two for those. But the rest of my Sizzlets have storage bins. So, yes, I love embossing folders. I got a couple of embossing folders. They weren't, they're, I think, Paper Studio or something like that. They're not like Tim Holtz or somebody like that. I'm liking how this is coming, guys. I'm liking how the Inktense is doing. Those are fun. If you don't have those, I do recommend them. Very, very much. I like them a lot. So, maybe I need to write like bling 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 all the way around it. They have a big scrapbook fundraiser with a rummage sale, and everyone's getting rid of their scissors. Wow, how do I not see that, Vicki? You need to bloom. Yeah, I find good deals at Tuesday morning. Our mom does, and she grabs them for me. But I like this, guys. This makes me happy for 2013. I'm ready. So now I can go in and start adding in pages for, ideas and all that kind of stuff. I need to vacation in Iowa in March. Well, this year, my vacation, we are driving to Illinois to take Bill's mom's ashes to their final resting place. So that is what I am doing for my spring break this year. But it'll be a good deal. I can we'll see some of his family that we haven't seen in a while, and visit with them, and take the kids. They haven't been. Well, last time Will went was a long time ago, and he probably doesn't remember a whole lot. And Sam has never been up, so we will definitely take the kids up that way and see, let them visit their relatives and stuff, and get to know them, and let the relatives enjoy how silly they are, because they are both very silly. I think I want to color this in. I've been leaving it blank. I think I want to color it in. So I hope, I don't know if any of y'all have creative goals. I hope you do. Obviously, one of my goals is still to do more scrapbooking. I don't know if I'll put a number on that yet or not. I mean, I'm not going to say something as silly as what Amanda says. Amanda wants her scrapbooks to reflect the actual age of their children. That's not even possible. Just not even remotely possible. But it would be cool if I had at least one book of Sam's stuff done for her, because she just has some miscellaneous pages here and there, and I think that would be a perfect thing for her. So you live just on the other side of Iowa, the west side of the state? That would be fun. I have never been to Iowa. Most of the states I've been to are either to the east of the Mississippi River, or if I've gone to the west of the Mississippi River, it's been like Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado, and Oklahoma. All the rest of them are like Missouri and Arkansas, Mississippi. I think I went through Georgia a little bit, Kentucky, said Missouri, Illinois, Indiana. We almost got to Michigan that time. That kind of stuff. Yes, I understand Illinois and Iowa are next to each other, but I'm on the east side of Illinois. Yeah, I was going to go to CHA this year. However, with all that transpired this fall, I need to take this other trip instead. So all of our savings is going to doing that. But that is okay. That is where I need to be. Yeah, it will be a long trip. But it'll be a good thing. It'll be cathartic, and it'll be entertaining. We're going to find a couple of places to stop that will be fun for the kids and educational as well as entertaining. So my husband and I like to enjoy each other's company and road trips and stuff, and I think the kids will also enjoy going on this little adventure. So yes, definitely the arch. You got to stop and see the arch. We stopped when I was in high school, and we went to a music competition in Illinois, or in St. Louis, sorry. We went as a group of students to the arch and rode up and hung out at the top of the arch and stuff. That was a lot of fun. So, that was a very entertaining trip. And I got to hang out with my uncle at that trip. My Uncle Jim. So, because he lived in St. Louis. Well, good night, Joy. I'm glad you came by. And I will send all of my people to go vote for your wonderful project. Congratulations on being a finalist. That's quite an honor. I'm proud of you. And I will be calling you soon. And we will figure out a time to play. You're welcome. So, I like that better with the black around it. What do you think? You like that? It's kind of fun, huh? Hey, Boo Boo, will you bring me that little art bin with the red or orange closures on it real quick? It's right there in front of the stool. So, I will obviously continue to work on this throughout the year, and I want to get my cover finished probably this weekend, and I'll share with you. I think I'm going to do some definitions, but also I'm going to do some stamping, kind of collage up the edges here, and make it look fun, and decide what I'm going to do with the numbers 20 and 13. I kind of like what Vicky says with the fingernail polish, but what I may do is do like some doodling and then put like a glitter polish over the top of it. I think that might be fun. So, anyway, here is my little art bin. And it opens up here at the top. Hi, Mommy. It opens up here at the top. And it's got these little magnetic things like this. And so the little skinny dies, and these I just put in here because I just did, but they don't have to go in there. But it's especially made for these kinds of dies. So yeah, I know. And see, so like right now, so if I do this is me shaking it really hard, they don't fall off. Cool, huh? So, and in case you missed, this reminds me, my big bitty blossom is in another spot. I have to go find it and stick it with these. But in case you missed the news, my project that I did for the December daily with the bitty blossoms with this die, I uploaded it on the Ning site for Donna Salazar, her Grungy Girl site. It was the featured project for the month of December. Yes, thank you very much. It was featured. I'm very excited. I won something. I don't know what I won yet. I know. I'm very excited. So, as soon as I figure out what it is that I won, I will share with you and let you see. But anyway, so that's why one of my tools is in here. It came, how many did it come with? Because I think it came with 3, and then the kids got me 3 extra ones. So yes, it came with 3, and then I got 3 more to put stuff on. But you could stack quite a few in here. I don't know how many, it didn't say what the limit was, but it came with 3, and I got 3 more of them. So I'm very excited. I don't have very many of these dies yet. I need some more. So obviously as I get some more, And in fact, I have more quick cuts dies like this, which they're not called quick cuts anymore. Where are they? Lifestyle or something like that. I have more dies like this than I do these right now, but I hope to get some more of those. I've been working on them. Because see, all of my these are not Spellbinders. These are the Sizzix brand, and I can't remember the name of the thin dies for Sizzix, but these are the Sizzix dies. These are Spellbinders, and these are the Lifestyle. These are also the old Quick Cuts brand. You haven't seen these before? Those little square ones? These I got from Jean at alteredpages.com. The Sizzix ones, they have circles and squares and hearts and rectangles and all that. And the reason I don't have like circles and squares and rectangles is because I have those in my steel rule dies. But they also have some of the shaped ones and stuff that they're coming out with. And they're, you know, in competition with Spellbinder, obviously, with the how they stack and nest and all that kind of stuff. But I like this one. This one was the first one I got. Mommy got me this one, and I like it. It's very cute. But I like these too, because these are very cool. And then I have another one that is a Spellbinder that I need to put in here. My Fleur de Lis set needs to get in here. You hope Michaels gets them, but probably not. Vicky, Mommy can order some of those if you tell her what you want. She can get those ordered through Cut and Paste Memories. So always, you know, if there's something you want, just holler at her and tell her, and she tries to get whatever we want. I know Cheryl and I wanted these, and so she ordered these for us. Yeah, look and see. There's all kinds of cool ones. I like this one. This is smaller than the clock for Tim Holtz, and I like it a lot. This is on Altered Pages, though. So, see now? I'm happy. I have glue under my hands. So, but yeah, this is one of the toys I got, and I like it very much. It's very handy because I've been needing something for those very much. Oops, left my thingy out. So, but that's what I've been doing, guys. So I'm gonna keep working on this tonight, and kind of show the progress of it. And I may not completely add all of the cover because I may want to, you know, take it and do a little more later, maybe. But I feel like I have more ownership in it than I did my other one last year, where I didn't really give it a cover until way late. And so I think that will help me want to touch it and play with it and do stuff with it more. That's the thought anyway, right? So it has a title. It's ready. Yes, the little box will be very easy to take to crops. I don't go to a whole lot of crops, but when I do, I like my stuff. So yes, that will make me happy. That's the hard part about going to crops for me, is I expect my toys, and if somebody else doesn't have them, I get bummed because I have a vision of how it should be. So, and I try to pack accordingly, but sometimes that doesn't always work. So, Mommy, I used my new pencils. Did you want to touch them? You can touch them if you want to touch them. Yeah, I hate going and not having the stuff I want. So, and it's always hard. It's always hard for me to go to one where I expect something to be there because this person does, you know, X, Y, or Z, and then they don't have it. And then I'm like, how can you not have that? I was there. So, are you in as Mommy or are you in as PSH? You're in as several different people tonight, Mommy. You're so funny. Technical problems. Okay. Mommy PSH and PS Harris are the same person. But apparently we have technical problems. So I'm working on my journal. My journal that Samantha has colored in. already. So, you know, my set is bigger than yours. Well, Carrie, sometimes that just happens. You know, it's okay. I won't judge you for having a smaller set. What did I use on this? This is my book with the little, it had the panda bear on it. That's from the company. And I used some of Playful's paper. I got her off of it long enough to use some of it. And then I hand drew my 2013 with my Staedtler pigment liner. And then I used my Derwent Inktense pencils and my water pen to do the blending and the coloring. And right now I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do with 2013. And I decided after much debate, I have a word for the year. My word is bloom. And so, not balloon, but bloom. B-L-O-O-M. Although it could be balloon. No, it's bloom. And so it will be bloom. And I will work to bloom this year. So, not blue. Bloom. Thank you, Carrie. Blue. I can tell this is going to be a fun word, isn't it? So, I think it'll be fun. I hope to bloom and grow. Well, see, you missed the discussion where I decided growth was not a good word. Yes, bloom where you're planted. And Vicky's is klutzo crap. But, yeah, we decided growth was not appropriate. Growth was kind of gross. So, makes you think of warts and other gross things. But yes, definitely bloom. I like bloom. So, that's where I'm going. I'm going to bloom this year. So, I hope everybody, I'm gonna put a post up with my resolutions and my, at least this much of my page. If not, more. Depends on how far I want to take it this weekend. But I'll put this up on my thing with some of my arty goals, and maybe you'll share your arty goals with me. That would be very cool. I'd love to hear what y'all have to say. So, everybody have a happy New Year. I will be back in the new year on the 2nd and 4th Fridays of the month, 8 p.m. Central, for Leslie Ray's Crafty Gig. So I will see you in the new year. Yes, I have resolutions. We'll discuss resolutions later. So everybody have a happy new year and have a safe new year. If you're where there's going to be storms, please be warm. And I hope everybody has great crafty resolutions for the upcoming year and gets lots of craftiness finished. Get your never-ending craft box emptied and start some new crafties. Thank you, Carrie. I enjoy streaming, and I'm glad y'all come to visit me while I stream. Makes me very happy. So, we will continue our happiness in the new year. My mom's resolution is to give me more crafting items. No, my mom spoils me. She gives me lots of crafting items. She takes very good care of me. So, my job is to help promote my mom's business and get you more crafting items so that you will feel like, you want to buy things. So that's my job. So, everybody, Happy New Year. Take care. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you all.